I don't know about you, but it's expensive to live on Arvada. And it's become, more and more expensive. My mom, right back there, the pretty lady with the silver hair, came here in 1968.
No, we came here in
1963. And I'm guessing that the first house you bought was less than
15,500. Yeah.
So things have changed. And we have a lot of people who live in our community, or who, I should say, who work in our community, who can't afford to live in our community today. It's a challenge. It's not just an Arvada challenge. It's statewide. It's probably countrywide. And I know that there are several who are very passionate about this. And Julia.
Hi. I'm Julia Morrison. I've lived in Arvada my entire life. I'm very passionate about affordable housing. As we are standing in a building where none of the adults that work in this building can actually afford to live in this community without spousal help. I can only live in the town I grew up in with the financial help of my parents. And many of the people I went to school with, they didn't have that kind of privilege, and so they no longer live here. The community that I love isn't my community anymore because they had to move. And so I'm very, very passionate about this issue, and I'm come here to request help from any of you. We need strong advocacy from the community so that when organizations want to develop lower income housing for the people who are going to work at your new consumers, for the people who are going to work at the schools, for the people who, actually police officers, I think it's 32% of their income can be spent on housing, so it's not even affordable for about police officers. And so I am part of an organization called Arvada for Progressive Action. We're having a meeting this Saturday. It's going to be about education and their funding issues for the same reason that Fire Board talked about. But if you want to contact me, my phone number, and I'm going to give this to the video, is 303-548-8722. Call me. I'd love to meet with you. I'd love to have discussions and invite you into our group, and we're trying to pressure Mr. Jones' colleagues, and we're trying to pressure developers to have more affordable units and pressure communities to kind of invite that kind of wholeness of having everybody be neighbors with each other, I think. So if you're interested, please come talk to me.
Are those new ones that just went in around, across from the old King Supers on 64th and McIntyre-ish, are those affordable?
No.
Okay.
There's like no affordable units that aren't HUD subsidized.
And Candelas, is there?
No.
So that's the challenge, is you have developers that are coming in and bringing market rate housing, and we don't really control that. We need a developer to come in who wants to build a product that can serve that community. And when I say that community, to serve the community in general. Because, to Julia's point, we have school teachers, we have police officers, we have firefighters, we have
grocery store workers,
anybody, us.
restaurant workers,
Children.
Yes.
Well, we also have senior citizens on fixed incomes.
Yes.
And I think that's another area that we are really working hard to figure out how to meet. And a lot of these older people are single. They've lost a spouse and they're on a fixed income, and they're running out of housing too.
So one of the things, and right, wrong, or indifferent, that a council objective that was put into place several years ago was to first look at senior housing, affordable senior housing. But so we've got to look at it a little differently and say, okay, we've got senior housing, we've got workforce housing, and how do we address that? It's a big conversation. So I appreciate Julie. She's very passionate. She comes to city council meetings almost every week, and anytime there's an opportunity to speak in public comment, she's reminding us about this. And so I was glad that when she asked if she could come, I said absolutely.